So I got a job opportunity in Dubai and I thought my life was about to change. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how I got a job opportunity in Dubai and how I lost it. So I was applying to a lot of jobs on LinkedIn, a lot of jobs on Indeed. So after like a week after I was applying for a job, because I was applying back to back. So after a week, I got a message in my email from a very huge company in Dubai, and I was surprised because I was like, I didn't expect it. Because I was applying to a lot of jobs, I didn't even know when I applied to that particular job, but I did get an email. So they say they want to do an interview with me, what time would be appropriate for me to do a video call. I said okay. I was still shocked because I didn't believe it, because I've been hearing stories that there's a lot of scams out there. So I said okay, let me just try it out. So I told them the time and they said okay. So it got to the day where I was supposed to do the interview. So I received a message in the morning. I was like, wow, these people really texted me. So I was surprised. I still never believe them, because I still say now until I get this job, until everything go well, now I will believe. So we chatted and they say what time would be best for me to have a video call. I say okay, let's do a video call like 10 a.m. So they say okay. So the next day at 10 a.m. they sent me a link on my WhatsApp from Teams, Google Teams I think. So I click on the link the next morning. Behold, it was like two white guys and a female and a male. They were interviewing me. So I was like, because I was prepared though, because I had to research what a job interview on Teams, Google, like how it goes about. So I was prepared actually. So when we started the interview, they started telling me about the job. I was still in shock. I was still surprised. They started telling me about the job. I was like, wow, this is cool. I asked about the salary. They told me almost the salary was okay. I asked about accommodation. They told me the accommodation will be provided, a laptop, everything. I was like, is this a dream? I was still asking myself like, is this a dream? So after the interview, I answered all the questions. They were kind of impressed though. So after the interview, like 4 hours later, I followed up. So just a follow-up message. So in less than a minute, I think they replied me back and like, congratulations, you got the job. I was like, wow, thank God. I was shouting like, is this real? Like, is this how miracle happens? Like, I got the job. Like, literally, that was my first international interview. That was my first international job, and I got it. I aced it and they were impressed. I was happy. So they said they were going to send me the offer letter. The next day they sent me the offer letter. I signed, I printed it out and I signed. I sent it back to them. So I think like a week later they said they were going to send me the contract and everything. So they started sending me some files on my email. I was signed and sent back to them. It was like Adobe signing, all those signing, online sign signature, you sign and you send back to them. So they're going to send you the full copy. And so we did a lot of they told me I was going to get my police clearance certificate, because in Dubai you need to get your police clearance certificate. I was like okay. So I went to get my police clearance certificate in Benin. I got this for about 60,000 naira. So after the police clearance certificate, after I got it in Benin, they said I was going to attest it in Abuja. So I traveled to Abuja. Long story short, I got it. So this is what an attested police clearance certificate looked like in Abuja. I got it from the UAE embassy in Abuja. So I got it attested, sent it back to them. So after I sent the police UAE clearance certificate, after attesting it in Abuja, I came back to where I was staying. So they sent me a message that like, I wouldn't have gone to do it. They would have helped me do it. I was like, man, you guys make me spend my money. I spent almost 190,000 naira just getting it attested. And you guys should have told me on time. But I said, no, wala, move on. So I didn't really reason the money. I was just happy, just excited, you know. So we moved on and I was finally sent the final contract, because they have a final contract that will be approved by Mori. I think it was a UAE thing. So they sent me the final contract. I signed it and I was happy. And they said my visa will be processed as soon as possible. They sent me a file on Google Excel. I filled it. I sent it back to them. And so after sending it back to them, I think it was like 3 working days. They sent me back. They said they've applied for the visa for me. Proper, like clearer picture of my passport. All 4 corners should be showing. So I did that. I sent it back to them, and I think it was like another 3 days again, because I think the visa take 3 days to be approved or rejected. So I got the news and they said the visa was rejected due to security reasons. And I know this because I'm a Nigerian, because Nigerian visas are not going again in Dubai. So I was really devastated. I was really sad, because I had hoped for, you know, this was my first international job and I got it at first glance. At my first interview, I aced everything and I actually got the job, and they actually processed my visa, but unfortunately my entry permit was denied. So this is my story, how I got an international job in Dubai and how I lost it. Thank you guys for watching.